Yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Craft TV, brought to you by Crafter's Companion. It's the Craft House. I forgot what house I was in then. It is the Craft House, brought to me by George Aiken. Happy Saturday, wherever you are in the world. What a day you have joined us. A brilliant day of shows so far. We had played Crash Right this morning with myself and Debbie. I won, I don't like to brag. And then we had your masterclass all about those brilliant multimedia dies, again with Debbie. A great 2 hours, all about that. Make sure you head back and watch that show a little bit later on. But for now, we are having a great day because don't forget, it's Random Acts of Kindness. We're giving you triple points on all your purchases until midnight tonight, so make sure you're getting those. And, well, listen, you're in for a treat because let me tell you, we've got someone very special in the building. Flown over here yesterday by Storm Eunice, had an umbrella, got here, and hey, still in one piece. Bless you. Sharon Callis is in the building. Good evening, Sharon.
Hey, hi, how you doing, everybody? Yeah, it was very windy yesterday, but I made it. I flew it myself.
She's like, and we're off. Yeah. Over from the pond, loads of people really excited about this. When I say pond, by the way, I don't mean America, I mean island. Still a very nervous flight, that. Loads of people excited about this. Sharon, you've got some great things coming up for us this evening. What have you got for us?
Wow, we have got literally everything thrown into this couple of hours, going right across the ranges. We have got the heartfelt creations, we have the butterflies and blooms, we have our succulents, we have our heartfelt stamp. Like, we have literally everything rammed into one with loads of hints, tips, and hopefully inspire you.
Really excited and some great demos as well lined up for you. Loads of people get in touch. Remember, get involved with the show. Comment below on YouTube and Facebook. Need a good day. Hello, everyone from Pennsylvania. Rosalind, hello from Maryland. Carlotta, hello, everyone. Alison, good evening. And hello, Sharon and George. Tim, hi, all Sharon and George social team. Seems really weird. My mum's called Sharon, so when you keep going to Sharon and George, I'm like, it's not me, my mum. Barbara, hello everyone from Indiana. Mary, hello everyone from sunny Montana. And Patty, back again. Love Sharon Callis. Can't wait for her next release, as I already have all her collections. We've got some amazing demonstrations for us. I mean, what have you got there for you? What have you got for us there?
Well, to start off, we have got the heartfelt greetings. So in this collection, it's a set of 4 dies. Now, each of those dies creates an aperture. And in the centre of this, you will have a sentiment that really kind of floats there between the decorative elements on the top and the bottom. So this is an example of how you can use these dies, and not just with your card making. Yeah. So you can use this for creating your box tops, and I think this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the dimension in that. And as I said, you have your stamps that come with this. So for this, the Thinking of You, you've got your daffodils. So moving on then, here's another idea. Look at this. So this is thank you. But you will see in behind, do you see the gap? Yes. So it's got a kind of a curve to it, kind of a dome, and I'll show you how to do that in my demonstration. So this one is thank you. Then we move on to this one. I love this. This is happy birthday. But look, shaky, shaky, shaker. Shaky, shaky. So use this for your shaker cards, a bit of acetate behind coloured patterned paper, or create your own, and you have a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous card there. Or what about this? This is a stepper card. Look at this. So you don't have to use the outer frame. Why not just clip off the outer frame, use the elements that are down the centre, and then use this as a topper for your card. So that's another way of being able to use it. And then what about this? I'll just put the others down to show you. Yeah. So in this card, you don't, now make sure I have the right way around. So you don't have to just use it on the outside. What about doing something on the inside? Look at that. So you can use them as inserts, but look, stamp with your stamps around the outside to give that extra bit of depth and dimension and interest to your card. It's so simple and effective. Layer it up with your nesting dies, and again, just use your decorative stamps there to create your decorative elements. Or what about using this one? I love this one. So this one is your stepper card, but look, it's some acetate behind it. Nice. So simple, but so effective for that. Makes a little window. And then this one here, again, utilising the acetate. And I mean, you could actually put a base in this and fill it with a few little chockies, a few little sweets, a few little flowers, things like that, you know. So the versatility that's in this collection, it's not just for your card making. If your card making box making, your scrapbooking, or even home decor. Put a photograph in behind the sentiments. Clip out the sentiment and you've got a gorgeous frame there as well.
You have as well. Some great deals available for you. This great bundle that we're showing you now is this one here. Look at this. We've put this together for you alongside with Sharon. The stamp and die collection. You get the 24 pens and there's 85 elements. I mean, you're getting in there. You're getting the Thinking of You stamp and die, which Sharon's just shown you. You're also getting the jasmine, the succulents. You're also getting the beautiful stamps as well. You're going to get the butterflies and bloom stamps and die butterfly friendship. And absolutely free, because you're paying it there at $78.95, $93.75. We're chucking these in for free. You're getting 2 sets of the Spectrum Noir pens. You're getting the classics, and you're getting the classic floral and the classic naturals within this collection. Everything here is coming in for that price at $78.95, $93.75. Remember, you're paying for this, you're getting the pens absolutely free. The 2 sets of pens there, 24 pens, I mean, by themselves, a great price. And remember, you get your Club Inspire and that £63, $16, $75 straight through for you guys stakes. Remember, triple points as well on that, guys. It's going to get you through the ranks. Other options available. If you've seen it there, you've seen the heartfelt greetings you're wanting. Actually, I like that one. I like that one. Well, check this out. If you look at them and go, well, I like 2 of those. I only want 2 of them. Not today with this price, because you're buying 2, you're getting 2 free. $29.98, $33.90. Happy birthday, sending blessings. You're getting Thinking of You and Thank You absolutely free. It also includes your Club Inspire Platinum price at £23.98, $27.12. A great collection. You've seen it there. So much you can be done with it. They are available individually, and it's any 2 for £26 or $29. Any 2, just bear that in mind, any 2 for £26, $29, but for that bundle, you're getting 29, so an extra £3, you're getting it for £29. It's just a great deal. Loads of people getting in touch. There's even so many people excited to see Sharon here in the studio. Jeffrey saying, good evening, George and Sharon. May the day have found you yours safe and healthily. Thank you very much for that lovely message, Jeffrey. May the day have found you yours and... May the day have found you and yours safe and healthy. I know what you mean, Jeffrey. That is beautiful. Susan, hello, George and Sharon and the Team Social from the windy southeast of the UK. I'm so pleased to see Sharon. I've received my succulent collection and I've managed to make the jade today for the first time. Brilliant. Loads of people. Honestly, I go through all the comments all night. There's loads of you getting in touch. Keep getting in touch. But let's see these brilliant collections in action with the lady behind them all. Sharon, what are you going to be doing for us first?
Okay, we're going to work with the Thank You die, and I'll just show you what you'll actually get in your package. So this is your die, your aperture die. So this one is a round one, the Thank You, and as you'll notice in the die, it's all in one, it's all joined together. So this is the cutout area for your stamping, and then this is your sentiment in the center. And what you do with this then is you're going to use this, it kind of floats wherever you want it in your paper. So if you had a 12 by 12 sheet, you could put it in the corner and put it through your larger machine, you know. So you can have fun with this.
Yes.
But what we're going to do today, we're going to go through the basics of it, and I'm going to make a 6 by 6 domed card.
Nice.
So I'm going to start off, and I got some of my stamping card, and I created a 6 by 6 card base. But to create the dome, I need to have a larger piece of card. Now what I need to do is I have to ensure that they're the same height.
Right.
That's important. But also the reason I'm going 6 by 6 and not smaller is because when you place your die in the center of the paper, you need to ensure that you've got room on the top and bottom for your stamps, because these are actually taller than the die. So I'm just going to place it over to show you. So when you're cutting out your card, just do this just to see yourself where you're going to place the die before you put it through the cutting machine.
Yep.
That way, when you go to stamp, you know that you're bang on and there won't be any issues then with space.
Great stuff.
So I'm going to, this piece of cardstock has to be longer than the 6 by 6 to create the curve. Now for this, I'll just bring it over to show people, it's 9 inches by 6 inches. So that's what gives you the depth. If you want a shallower curve, you just go maybe 6 by 8, but I want it larger because I'm going to put elements behind the sentiment. All become clear. There's a method to my madness. So we're going to line this up in the center, and I'm going to put some tape to hold it in place. Now because this area here is going to be cut out, or it's the wastage, I can add the tape here and it's not going to affect the card. Don't put it on the outside, because when you rip it away, you're going to rip away some of the paper.
Right.
So we put the stamps aside, and then we're going to pop this through the Gemini to cut out. And that then, now I'm using plain cardstock.
Yeah.
You could use dark cardstock, like the black cardstock, craft card.
Yeah.
You could even use a lightly patterned paper.
Nice.
A light floral paper, or any of your vintage papers as well. So if you want to save time maybe on inking or add a different look to the card, that's what I would do. But just for today's sake, and look how easy that just lifted off. It just lifts off. You're not tearing at the sentiment in the center. So, right, so that's our base. So on each side, we have to remember as well, we leave about 10 millimeters, because we need to score that.
Yeah.
So I'll just bring in the scoreboard here and pop out this. And then on the scoreboard here, I generally go to the third line, 1, 2, 3, and I put a score down, and then flip it over, and then 1, 2, 3, put a score down. And that's what I will use when I'm bending it back.
Yep.
So next then we're going to move on to the stamping element. So I'm going to use the larger stamping platform, and I'm going to place my cut down on it. Now if you've made this longer and it goes over the edges of the stamping platform, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because they're spring loaded, if they do land on the paper, they're not going to damage it. So don't worry about that. So you could have it as long as you want. Now I'm going to line up my stamps, have them facing down as they would be viewing. So I'm just going to line them up, and then we're going to take the top of the stamping platform. Now, because I'm short and this is a tall table, the way my eyes look at it, I'm a bang on the center. So if I stamp it and they're not, I'll blame it on my height, right? So I'm just going to lift them up.
Yes, of course.
Like that.
Perfect.
That's the beauty of the stamping platform, because I can go away with it and then come back with the stamps. Now to stamp, you can use your Harmony black ink. I'm actually using the Harmony quick dry ink.
Right.
Because I like this pad. It's really juicy, and there's no pressure needed when putting it on the stamp.
Perfect. Great pad.
It's just a preference.
Yes.
For me, when I'm using my alcohol inks, is to use the quick dry.
Loads of love coming in for these. Mary Reno, these dies are so pretty. Definitely a great deal for them. Linda from New Mexico, thank you for teaching us today. And Fred171 on YouTube, back again. Hello, everyone. So much love coming in this evening. Remember, if you want to get ahead of the game, head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.au. You'll see me and Sharon on the screen in the top right-hand corner. Click Shop the Show, and you can see everything that we've got coming up for you in the show today. Do not miss out on these amazing products. Hayley and Ralph, Sharon makes me miss all my family over in Ireland. Oh, very good. Whereabouts in Ireland are you from? You were telling me earlier.
Right, I'm originally from the city of Kilkenny, which is in the south, but I'm currently living in County Louth, which is just north of Dublin Airport in a town called Ardee. That's actually halfway between Dublin and Belfast.
Right.
So
perfect.
Right there.
North, south of the border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, we've stamped on these, so I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to them. So this is where you get out your classics or your tri-blends, etc., and you just add your colour to your elements. You know, I mean, I'm going to use traditional colours.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. I mean, you could do rainbow flowers.
Oh,
I mean,
perfect.
that's the beauty of flowers.
Yes.
And paper, and for colouring, because there's no set rule.
Which tri-blend are you using there, Sharon?
So the tri-blend, I'm using the jade green shade.
Perfect.
Because I'm going to use a brighter pink for the petals, which is the magenta blend.
Yes.
And I wanted like a good contrast between the two tones for that one.
Love it. So much love coming in for this today. Guys, remember, Sharon is here. Start again. Sharon is here all night. So if you've got any questions for Sharon, inspirations behind these amazing collections, or just want to ask her a question, just say hello. Get involved with the show, like Kathy C. County Louth is beautiful, Sharon. Been there many a time.
Wow. It is. It's a beautiful town, and we get a lot of, because it's so near to Dublin, and it's as scenic as Kerry. A lot of people tend to come up the coast, if they're only on a short trip. So it's well worth it, like the likes of Carlingford and Ardee, it's absolutely, they're beautiful places.
Love it.
Right, so this is the magenta blend. And you just blend that in. And you just work around your flowers. So just to speed things up a little bit, in typical TV fashion.
Absolutely.
Here's one I made earlier.
Loving it.
So what we'll do then is, I've scored this as well, and what we need to do then to create the curve in our card is you need to bend these back. So flip it over, and then give them a little bend, and a little bend, just so you know where to put your tape. Now I'm going to use the 6mm red liner tape.
Yep.
You could use liquid glue, but just for speed and to ensure that it grabs, for me now, I'm just using the red liner tape.
Kathy C, who said County Louth is beautiful, it's also her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Birthday to you. And Hayley Ralph went, oh, my family are in Tullamore. Have I said it right?
In Offaly.
There you are. See, I'm learning new words. Every day's a school day.
Well, I mean, it's only 45 minutes on a little airplane, George. People should be coming over. Yeah.
Yesterday, how was your flight yesterday in Storm Eunice?
It was interesting. You know, there was people. Now, there's only one flight a day from Ireland here to Newcastle.
Yeah.
So, as you can imagine, like, you know, seats are always full.
Yeah.
So yesterday we had the joy of having a stag party or two on the airplane.
Lovely. I've got to confess, I've never been to Ireland.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry.
We should do a show from Ireland. You should all come over to my craft room.
Absolutely.
Everybody come over. We'll all squeeze in.
Let's do it.
We'll do a show. Yeah, we'll have to arrange that.
Yes.
Okay, right. So I have, because I'm using a 6x6 card, I've got a 6x6 background. If I was to attach this directly to the card would curve up and curl and wouldn't be that pretty.
Yeah.
So I've used a Sarah signature pad here, letters from the heart, is it? I'm probably saying that wrong. So I'm just putting this over, so have it facing down. And then on one side, I'm just going to bend back that. And that's attached. But then I need to lift it to attach the other side. Now it gets a little bit tricky and a little bit fiddly, but if you start at the top, give it a little grab with the tape, bring it down, and then run your hand up it. And that's so easy. Look, I've got my dome. I mean, how easy is that?
Easy, and it's a simple, effective card.
That's it. Now, it's quite deep, and the reason for that is twofold. I want to put flowers in the centre.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I'm just going to go back a little bit, George.
Yes.
I also cut the die through some coloured cardstock.
Lovely.
And to place that over the white, you could ink the white if you wanted to, but what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to snip it out.
Okay.
So you could actually have, if you wanted a thank you sentiment without a frame, you just do this. So it's like a free sentiment.
Yeah.
So we just pop that out there. It's
so
easy
much
as that.
love tonight. Honestly, the comments that are coming in today.
Oh,
Deborah, that is so pretty. Kathy saying thank you for her birthday wishes. Panda Crafts is on. Hello, everyone. Loads of people are excited about you being here tonight, Sharon. It's just
thank
really
you.
good atmosphere.
No, I'm really excited to be here. You know, it's so hard being, as you said, across the pond or across the lake. You know, that I don't get over as often as I'd like to, but I'd be here if I was living next door. You'd never be rid of me. Okay, so I just popped a little bit of glue on the back. You could use your Xyron machines or your sprays, but I'm just going to line that up. And you'll notice as well that the sentiment itself didn't curve.
No.
Because that floats in the middle.
Love it.
So it stands out on its own. So look at that. So that just gives you a contrast to the white paper and brings the colour of your flowers in together.
It's crazy how that little bit of card just changes that
just
card.
A little bit, yeah. So any colour at all, you know, utilise your scrap box of papers.
Yes.
That's what I do. I keep them all for that. So the next thing here, look, I have 3 of my quilling flowers. Now these are the rose from the flower fairies.
Yeah.
And I'll show you how to make these flowers later on, but for now I'm just going to pop these inside the card. So you could build this up, you could put so much elements in it. So just using some 3D gel, just popping them in there.
Yep.
Quite randomly, you know, you could build it up like a bouquet in the centre, but because of the dome, this is what you can do. You know, and what a gorgeous gift for someone for their birthday or for Mother's Day. I believe Mother's Day is coming up.
March for the UK, May in the States, March 27th. Well done,
Wow.
Johnny. Well, just take note, mate, thanks. March 27th. The thing is now working here, my mother always goes, "Don't you dare steal a card from work." I still have to go out and like choose a card. I can't just like pinch a card from work. She gets very annoyed if I did that. So if you want to leave that one for me,
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, there's no. We'll say nothing. Everybody will keep quiet.
She'll be like, "Thank you." I'm like, "Thank you for being you, mother. Thank you."
Okay, so and literally all you do is then you just get your card base, make sure it's the right way up, and then we're just going to line this up on the top. So start at the hinge side and at the bottom, and then work our way across.
Love it. Can you wish Crafting Stacey's granddad a happy 100th birthday? Happy birthday!
Happy
my good
birthday!
man.
That's amazing.
Right, we'll start with the birthday bumps. We might have to stop at 20 though, just in case. Happy birthday, my good man.
Now, there you go. Look how simple is that?
Perfect.
It's just so quick with just the die. Like I said, have fun with the papers. You could even, when you cut it out and colour it, run it through an embossing folder.
Yeah.
Give it a bit of texture. Or you could decoupage the flowers on the front. You know, you don't have to stamp directly onto this. You could stamp them on paper, line them up, cut them out, and have a bit of fun. Add them around the outside. But this is just the basics I wanted to show you of what you can do. So if this is the basics, look how far you could take it yourself.
You really could. It's a great collection and a loads of love coming for this today. And that is just one of the first amazing demos that we are seeing today with Sharon Callis. Guys, you're loving it. You're loving what you're seeing. Remember, get ahead of the game. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu to see the full range for you today. Now we're looking at the wonderful flower fairies. These are just incredible. Some great little bundles and some great little options for you. Let me take you through different options that are available for you today. First of all, we're starting with the flower fairies. Now, I know that a lot of you love these, but I mean, perfect for little boys, little girls, whoever would want these in their life. They're stamp and die. Yes, that is right, stamp and die. Perfect for your matte and layering. You can do so much with these, maybe with your decoupage as well. Look at me remembering big words. You can do this so easily with these cards and these stamps and dies. It's going to be no time at all, and you're going to create something amazing. You're getting the stamps and you're getting the dies. This is Asta. She's here again. You also got available to you Rose. What a beautiful collection this is. And also, you've got Jasmine within this collection. At that price you're seeing, £34.48, $37.42, that is for all three of our wonderful ladies. Half price you're getting for them. So you're getting Jasmine, you're getting Asta, and you're getting Rose absolutely free. You've also got the option, the Flower Fairies, you get orange, you get the wonderful flowers that will go well with these wonderful ladies. You're starting off here with the orange jasmine. So if you've not seen Sharon Callis before with these amazing flower dies, you're going to be able to do some incredible flower forming with these incredible dies. Again, this is it. We'll show you these in a little while, how to make these amazing flowers using these dies. Or there's plenty of tutorials to watch back on YouTube. This is the orange jasmine. You've also going to be getting the Asta in this bundle as well. Again, a huge die, perfect. Do you know what I was saying the other day, Sharon? Perfect if you want to make a dinosaur. Like a little dinosaur's tail, I always think they remind me of. Perfect for your flower. And you're going to be getting the flower forming tools absolutely free within this collection. £19.98, $25.90 for you today. Different options available with the Flower Fairies. There's also this as well, the Flower Fairies. You're getting the Jasmine, the wonderful little fairy that we showed you, with the orange Jasmine within there. 29 elements altogether, £16.49 alternatively for you guys in the States. £18.95. Remember, you are getting, see yourself, a 50% saving on that. Also, the Flower Fairies Asta collection, again with the wonderful flower, and you also can get there the wonderful flower as well, saving yourself 50% as well. Stampin' Night is what a great collection, £16.49, $18.95. You can buy them individually, but there's some great deals and some great bundles there. Remember, head to the website. You'll see everything that you can make there. But that wonderful collection, that one that I showed you with all the three different fairies on there, you're getting the wonderful Rose, Jasmine and Asta. £34.48, $37.42, half price today. What a great collection. Loads of people having a go at me for not making a card for my mum and Mother's Day. I'm sorry, I'm not the best crafter. I'm not good. I can do soft crafting really well. Card, I'm like, stick it in high hope for the best. Claire on the socials is saying, absolutely gorgeous, Sharon. You're so talented. You really are. Let's take a look at our wonderful flower fairies. What's the inspiration behind the flower fairies? I love these.
Oh, well, they actually started out when I was designing them. I love dancing and I love dancers and I love ballerinas. And I was working on a fairy collection as well. And when I sat back and I looked at the two and I went, you know, you could probably combine those two together and then you could end up with something really fun. So that is where the flower fairies came out of. So I've got my flowers, I've got my dancers, I've got my fairies, I've got my butterflies, I've got my wings. I've got everything, like everything is thrown into these. And don't forget they're mix and match as well. So you could use the skirt on one on another silhouette, or you could use the wings to make butterflies, or you could use the decorative elements that you don't, you know, with other collections.
Yes.
And dyes. So there's a lot in this that can be used, you know, mixed and matched around. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at jasmine today. So just to show you quickly what you get on the stamp sheet, you will get the silhouette or the dancer herself. So all of these fairies actually have clothes on them or some kind of garment. So if you didn't want to add the flower skirt, you could just use them as dancers. So you've got the Jasmine herself and you've got her wings here. So this one is a side profile. But then you have things like, look at this, you've got your little dragonflies in a jar, you've got your moon, you've got your dandelion here, you've got sentiments as well. So you'll get 2 sentiments on each sheet, but you'll also get the name of the fairy. So we for this one, you said, I made a wish and thought of you and special friend. And of course, then you've got some flowers as well and some decorative elements. So there's a lot of fun in this. But what I'll do is I'll show you how to make Jasmine herself. And then add her to a card with some of the quilling flowers.
Lovely.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a sheet of stamping card. Now I won't need the whole sheet, so I'm just going to trim off a little bit just to make things a little bit easier for me. And then I'm literally just going to secure that in place onto the larger stamping platform. If you have the smaller stamping platform, that's fine. She will fit on it on her own. So it might just take you a bit longer, you know, to stamp all the elements. And then we're going to go to our stamp sheet. When you're taking them off the stamp sheet, they can be quite sticky when you get them, so don't yank it. What you do is curve the plastic carrier sheet and then ease them off. It's a lot easier than just trying to tug and pull. So we just put them down, and it can be quite random. You don't have to do them in any particular order because these are going to be cut out with their outline dies. So then we've Jasmine and her wings. Just get any debris off that. And I'm going to put down the skirt elements onto this. So we've got 3. All of them have 3 layers to their skirts, if anybody is wondering what the 3 layers of petals are. So these are the skirts. So bring them in, and then like we did before, we're just going to lift them up again with the stamping platform. So that in place. Drop it down and pick them up. Okay. So make sure there's space too between them. So because when you're going to use the outline dies to cut them, you want to make sure that you've got room for those as well. And
how close are the dies cut to are they quite flush, or is there a bit of a gap?
They're quite flush. Now there is, it's like 2 millimeters between the outside cut edge and the first stamped line. You know, you can fussy cut them, or you can then go back with the scissors, you know, like, and trim them back again. Or in the case of the skirts, you could, if you wanted, you know, you could ignore the outside line and just keep colouring.
Absolutely, you could do whatever.
Sorry, exactly. And you don't have to cut them out. And you don't have to do the skirts on paper either. I mean, it's gorgeous on acetate or vellum or the flower foam. So you could use flower foam on it, you know, mix up your different things in your craft stash on it. So this is where the short person tries to ensure that they get everything. So I'll just give it a quick look. Oh, see, I've missed a bit of the skirt. So I'm just going to come back in and go back down and get that. Ta-da!
Perfect. I love the platform for that.
I do, yeah. It's, what's the saying? It's foolproof until I get hold of it. And I proved it wrong.
Love it.
So put the platform aside. So then literally all you're going to do is colour them in and cut them out.
Lovely.
Yeah, so we'll colour them in and then cut them out. But what I've done is coloured it earlier.
Yes.
Just to show, you know, a bit of time. Because if I started colouring, guys, I would just go silent and you'd be just looking at me playing with colouring. So what I'll do then is, so this is where the dyes come in.
Yeah.
We're going to line these up and then we're going to cut her out. So you just stick these in place. So lined up as best you can.
Do you know what I love about these as well? If you did it for a little girl or even a little boy, you can colour it in to look like that person if needs be. If it's a bit you know, if they're blonde, you know, you've got black hair or whatever, their little features that they've got, you could do it to match them.
So I'm securing top and bottom, and then we'll go around and then we get the 3 skirt dies. And you could use these dies as well on their own, you know, to create maybe some flowers.
Yeah.
You know, play around them and then you've got your wing. So I'll put these through the Gemini, cut them out, and then I'll show you how to add a little bit of shape and then how to place her on a card. You know, you can put her on a card, you can put her on a box top.
Yeah.
You can make a mobile even, you know, for a bedroom.
Nice. Yeah.
You know, something like that. Do them on, do you know what, I saw it online and I'm so sorry, I didn't get the creator's name, but they did it on acetate.
Right.
Used alcohol pens and they had gorgeous sun catchers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'll have to go back on my socials and find who originally posted that. I just saw it when I was flicking through Instagram.
Yeah.
And I have to go back and find it.
Perfect.
And I'll share it on my socials. It was absolutely gorgeous. You know, the sun came through and they were in someone's kitchen and I just thought, wow, you know, that was absolutely gorgeous.
Love that.
Okay, so we'll put that through the Gemini there.
Yeah.
So that'll take us just a minute.
Hayley on socials went, just love Sharon's collections. I have them all and they all work perfectly together. So much love and support for Sharon. She brought me into the Crafters Companion Design Team family. Hayley Ralph. Yeah. Crafting Stacey, I need to get these more dies bought. Mary Pat saying good afternoon. Hello to you. Michelle Smith. Hello Kent, UK here. Get Crafty saying, George, she was saying about the card for my mum. George, how come you don't make your mum a card? I know a great YouTube channel which has tons of great tutorials on everything card making. You have to tell me what it is. I've never heard of it.
Must look that up, find out what it is. Okay, so we're going to take them off. Now, and you can see, so you can see they have like a 2 millimeter.
Yes, it looks good that way. It like highlights them a little bit, doesn't it?
Okay, so we just pop them out, and like I said, they just pop out. I mean, the dies are so precise.
Yes.
With these, you know, you can't go wrong. So now we have our elements for the fairy. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to put them on the card and have them flat. I want to add a little bit of dimension. So I'm bringing in the stamping foam board and a ball tool. So what I'm going to do is then, so we'll start with Jasmine herself. And I want to add a little bit of movement to her because paper has like a tension, like water. So you can break that down and make it more flexible. And using the smaller ball tool, I'm just going behind. And you see what I'm doing? I'm just running up. So that will give her, and then I go to where her face is, and then the center of the body, and then down the leg. Like, it doesn't take much.
No.
But it will give kind of like a 3D kind of look to her.
Without doing
so
much
when
to
I
it.
flip her over,
Yeah.
do you see she's got a little bit of a curve to her.
Love that.
So then we'll do the same with the petals. So turn them all over.
With those petals, Get Crafty was asking, could you use the petal dies to cut material to make like a mixed media project, like a skirt?
Absolutely. You can. I have used them on polycotton, cotton. I've used them on felt, but the felt that I've used them on, I've tried them on the wool felt and the synthetic felt. So the synthetic felt, that is, funnily enough, kind of the lower price end of the market. You know, you'd find it for children in craft stores, and it feels kind of stiff. Perfect on that.
Lovely.
So then for the wings then, I'm just going to come all the way to the center with that. Like I said, it doesn't take much on the back, just add a little bit of dimension.
Yeah.
So then we will assemble our little flower fairy. So to add the skirts, now you can use liquid glue, but for speed today, I'm just going to use the tape pen. So we always start with the largest, then you come over with the mid-size, and then the smallest is always on top. So then we just come behind, and at the top where the belt would be, add a little bit. And then on the garments, all of them have a belt or a line that you follow. So the first one goes under that, press it down. Then we come back with this second one. Now, if you just want one layer, you could stop at one layer.
Yeah.
But we're going to go for the three. We're going to go for them all. And then lift these up a little bit.
Yes.
Rather than have them flat. And then the last one then. And then we just give them a little lift up.
Love those.
And we stick her down. So that's the basic flower skirt on the fairy.
Yeah.
And then of course we have our wings. I want a bit of space really between her and the wings themselves. So I'm going to flip her over and use some foam pads. And I'll take them as a strip. And I'm going to stick it in the center here, kind of halfway up her torso.
Yeah.
And near the body. Sorry, well, the shoulder, I mean. And then I'll put the wings down, but I bring her to the wings,
Right.
and then I move her around to see where I want them. So I think about here,
Yeah.
and then stick her to them, flip her over, and then we're going to come back in and we're going to add some more foam pads because this is where we'll stick her to the card.
Perfect.
Okay, so there, and it doesn't take many, you know, I wouldn't even stick her legs and her feet and her hands down.
Okay.
Just stick it right behind the body and secure it so that she has a little bit of movement
Right.
and freedom on the card. And then this is how simple it is. I have got,
Wow, it's gorgeous.
it's just stamping card folded in half.
Yeah.
And then I've used textured cardstock, and then this is another Sarah Signature collection. So it's the latest one, the honeybee.
Yes.
Is that?
My mind's gone blank.
Yeah. I
Everyone's-
think it's behind me. I'm just going to turn around.
Yeah, double check. Because someone in the comments will come straight in.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful. So that pad. So that's what's creating my card base. And I'm going to pop that down.
Tim's come up with a
in the
great
centre.
idea. Tim Cheetah should say, could you use parchment paper for the wings?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. And you know, if you heat emboss on them as well,
Wow.
you know, like your golds or your
Yes.
glitters, and use your sparkle pens or your glossy accents, things like that, you know, just to bring it up. What we give you here is just the basis.
Yeah.
And this is the tool that you will use then to take it to the next level, you know, add elements to it. So I'm literally just going to come along here now, and I'm just going to add some decorative elements from pieces that I've had in my craft stash for time immemorial. And we all have them. We all have that drawer
Yeah.
with loads of pieces in them. And then just a couple of buttons and a little bit of ribbon, but we're also going to add the jasmine flower. Right, so the jasmine flower is this little flower here. And with all my quilling dies, for those who haven't seen them before, the die itself, I'll just pop it out here real quickly, looks like this.
Yeah.
And anyone who's used a quilling flower die before may be familiar with just these single-sided dies.
Yeah.
But with mine, what I've done is I've taken out the need for you to cut 2 layers, taken out the need for you to do alignment, and with this it's just 1 cut, 1 fold, 1 roll. So when you cut it out, all you need to do is fold it in half,
Perfect.
and this is where your alignment is all done for you. It's as easy as that.
It's so easy. I
So
love how
easy.
quick.
So fast, so quick. And then you can get a quilling tool or a tweezers or a cocktail stick and a little bit of glue. And then you pop it on the quilling tool. Always start at the stamen. Start it a little bit. Add a drop of glue at the beginning, a little in the middle and a bit at the end, because liquid glue will travel
Yeah.
when you're using it. And then you just twist. You don't do it tightly. You just need to, start again. You don't do it tightly, because if you wind it too tight, you can rip the stamens, you can rip the paper, you can buckle it.
Yeah.
It's literally just like that. Then when you hold it in place for the glue to dry, you fan out the petals.
Lovely.
And look at that, you know, you've got your stamen in the middle, that stands out. You could ink that coloured up, add a little gem, but that is your basic flower. So when that's done then, I'll just fan these out.
Yeah.
And then you've also got your foliage.
Perfect.
So I pop these here. And then we just get a little bit of liquid glue, again, or the 3D gel. I keep calling it liquid glue, but it's the 3D gel. So we pop a little bit of 3D gel here.
Sometimes it gets called chunky glue. Debbie Robinson. Robinson calls it chunky glue.
And then we just line up these. So, you know, add a few of them. Here's the one that we made. So a little bit more foliage. We'll pop that up here. Just a little bit of the 3D gel there behind the petal. And then we pop that down here. So it's all about, you know, building up what you have, your little decorative elements.
Yeah.
You know, having a little bit of fun, but the flower herself, fairy herself there in the centre of your design.
Perfect. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. All made possible, those flower fairies, that great collection. 78 elements, half price, £34.48, $37.42. Remember, it's half price. You're getting 3 different fairies within that. Remember, your Club Inspire Platinum price on that as well. £27.58, $29.94. Remember, Club Inspire as well, triple points all day until midnight. If you are wondering, hang on a minute, what is Club Inspire? Maybe you're a brand new visitor. If you are, hello to you. Say hello in the comments. But if you're wondering what Club Inspire is, here's Sarah to tell you more.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Yes, hello, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is your craft house on a Saturday, wherever you are in the world. Loads of you getting in touch this evening. My name is George Aiken. I'm joined in the studio by the wonderful Sharon Callis. We've got some amazing deals for you this evening. Just over an hour and 15 left on this brilliant Saturday. What a great day it's been. Loads of you loving that card that Sharon made before the break there. Jane was saying loves it. Mary, such a stunning card. Sharon, Mary, gorgeous creation. Sharon, Linda, absolutely beautiful. And Hayley, beautiful card indeed. Remember, we've got loads of deals, great offers for you on tonight's show. crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. You'll go to the main homepage, you'll see the screen, click shop the show, and you can see everything available for you within the show for you this tonight. Don't forget as well, it's triple points until midnight tonight. So whatever you're spending, whatever you're getting, you're going to get triple points. I know for some of you, you're going to be working your way through those ranks, earning yourself bigger discounts, which is always a bonus. Talking of a big discount, a massive 70% off off this next collection. What a brilliant collection. You've seen just a sneaky peek so far of those brilliant succulents with that wonderful quilling tool and what Sharon's done with these and made them so easy and so perfect to work with. We're starting off with this incredible collection. When you see what you're getting for your $34.99, $48.99, it's the full collection. We're starting off first of all with a little china. Again, it's that great collection. You've got to do that accent, little china. A great deal. And as you can see, what Sharon was saying, it's all been designed for ease and speed. It's been designed with both sides of the alternating petals, allowing you to roll it up nice and quickly, pass it through your Gemini machine, and to create this wonderful flower that you see at the bottom. You're getting the little china, you're getting the baby aloe, again, that same effect, that same design with that different plant leafage, allowing you to create a beautiful aloe there for you as well. You're also, within this collection, going to get the neon breaker. Again, they're just so good, so vibrant. And when they are fluffed up, you know, these have obviously been stored flat, but when you fluff them up a little bit, they're going to give you that wonderful oomph and that 3D-ness. That's the right word. Jade as well, again. Again with the jade, when you're rolling these up, you're going to have to create a wonderful, wonderful little flower there for you. Again, the Merry Maiden, this beautiful design. Well, that paper is absolutely stunning. And then this, the swordgrass, I know is a favourite amongst many of our experts because it genuinely feels like real grass when you fiddle with that. That is one part of this incredible bundle. You're also getting those. You're also going to be getting even more. There's a little bit of everything within this collection. We're starting off with a plant pot die. Now, you've got all those wonderful plants, you've got somewhere to put them. Again, with the plant pot, it's going to be a great addition to your collection. You're also going to get the gift pot and labels as well, the little labels here for you, which can work alongside your plant pot maybe. Alternatively, use them within your plant pot. You're going to be able to create some amazing things, not just cards, but 3D models. I think these are great. The plant pot poke additionals to add into your plant pots. Maybe you can use it within your crafting. What if someone's moving house? That could be like a new location sign. You could use it something like that. You're also going to be getting stencils as well within here as well. Sorry, not stencils, embossing folders as well, sorry. Embossing folders as well within this collection. What a great little addition. Embossing folders, I always think are the forgotten bit of crafting. They add so much to everything that you use. Starting off here with a Geo wire trellis, a big embossing folder, which is going to be brilliant for you as well. You've also as well got within here the succulent frame. Again, another great embossing folder, which is going to just do so much for you and allow a great little addition. I just think it's so good. You've also got here as well the garden frame, going to make your cards stand out alongside all these different elements. Plus as well, you've got the terrarium as well, which is a perfect little addition, which you're absolutely going to love. You've also going to get in here as well the little sentiment, thinking of you, which I think is always a great little collection as well. And I'm sure there's some stamps as well, isn't there, Producer Johnny? But I can't find the stamps that go with it. I don't know where my stamps have gone. Again, another great collection, which is perfect. That $34.99 and that wonderful $48.99. Sharon, what a great collection this is.
I'm looking at that price, and that's like buying the 4 embossing folders and getting the rest free.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is. What a great collection that you're getting within there. A sensational succulents collection, 46 elements. This is everything. I mean, when you look at it like this, it's a huge picture. $34.99, $48.99. A great little collection, which you're absolutely going to get everything there. Look at that. And that Club Inspire Platinum price as well. $27.99, $39.19 on your Club Inspire. 20% off on that. What a huge saving that is. And I mean, Sharon, you can make some amazing things with these wonderful dies, can't you?
Like the design team really knocked this collection out of the park when it came to samples. I mean, look at this sample here. And people were saying, well, how can you put succulents into cards? And this is exactly how you do it, perfect example. And the background and all is created using the stamp set to create your backgrounds with your metallic inks and your, blending in your inks as well. But look at the swordgrass. I mean, you've got 2 tones there inked up as well, and you've got your Merry Maidens and your Layla China with that. Or how about this? Look, this is the gorgeous plant pot, and the plant pot itself is quite substantial, so you could actually make a card base with that as well. So, you know, like eliminate the background and just have that as your card, and you have your little plant poke in it as well with your stamps. Then we have, look, keeping it simple, it's just a little embossed detail here, but the stamps with the outline dies, you can create other elements as well. Use these to create your backgrounds and just add 2 of the plants with it. And this one here. This is an easel card. I'll just stand that up there. Look at that. That's just the craft card. It's embossed and it's inked, and then you've added your stamped and decorative elements to that and your flowers. Again, this is another plant pot but a different take on it, and the background paper is created using the stamps. Another one here where we have the geo wire trellis in the background, so ink it up, add your gilding waxes to that, put the plant pot over. I think that would be gorgeous in a frame, that one.
Yeah.
And then this one is with the garden embossing folder on that. You know, colour that up with your Spectrum Noirs, your metallic inks as well, add gilding wax around it, then add your succulent plants to it just for a little bit of dimension.
Absolutely. Jane's asked as well, would these work with flower foam?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the tip with the flower foam is, because you're going to be quilling this, if you put the die cut near the heat first, the spine of it will warp and change and make it quite tricky. So what I tend to do is I cut first and I fold it, then I grab with the tweezers. This is the best tweezer to use for that. So you grab it and then you twist, but secure the end of it with a bit of hot glue, or you can use red liner tape, but with the hot glue. And then with it still on the tweezers for safety, bring it near your iron or your heat plate and then just rotate it over it. Yeah. And then it will, you know, it will distort and it will shape, and while it's a bit warm, then you can play with the petals.
Yeah, do its thing.
Of it. Yeah. So that would be the way I do it, because if you do it before you put it near heat, it's going to be quite tricky to quilt. You could try, maybe you're more proficient than I am, but I just found that my way. There's no set rules, but yeah, flower foam, acetate. Do you know, I did wind chimes for my garden where I got, you can get craft aluminum.
Right.
Or you can get a soda can, but soda cans, it can be quite dangerous, so wear gloves, where you can cut them out and then you can make the flowers and then make your wind chimes and then you can put it outside. It's absolutely
like
gorgeous.
That idea. Yeah. What a great idea that is. Guys, you know, if you've got any questions that you want to ask about this great collection, or you just want to ask Sharon about what her crafting background, or maybe some ideas, some tips, some techniques, then tonight is the night. Yeah, it costs you no extra to get involved with this show. Comment below on YouTube and Facebook. It's the best time to ask. Loads you get in touch. Remember, you've got great little bundles as well. If you're looking at that going, oh, no, there's a lot, that's quite a big bundle. I mean, it's a very low price for you're getting. Head to the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. Smaller bundles available for you to have a look at today, so you can see what else we've got for you in this show. I mean, and we've seen some great models with these flowers as well, with these succulents as well, like within wheelbarrows, within cups. Again, there's some great, you know, thing about outside the box with these. Again, Kathy C said it when the succulent collection is one of my fave collections. It's so versatile. It really is. It's a great collection. Remember, I know I've seen loads of pictures of what you guys made with these, because they are such a great, versatile collection, which I know that you keep using time and time again. It's never going to let you down, which is what you need in a great collection like this one from Sharon Callis. Remember, you gain everything, the succulents, the embossing folders, so much within it, the dies. It's really incredible. What are you going to be making for us next, Sharon?
And I will show you how to make the succulent itself first, and then how to go ahead and create a background to display your gorgeous succulent on. So what I've got is I've got the Leela China and the Merry Maiden. And another little tip, I mean, I'm sure everybody has literally hundreds of quilling dies and flowers. I write on the back of them with a permanent marker, so I know exactly, and it doesn't affect. So if somebody asked me about that tip, so that's what I do, how I remember each flower. I don't, I write on the back of it.
I love it.
I have to, like, I'd be like, oh, and then I'd mix up my collection. So yeah, that's what I do. So what I've done is I'm actually just using some of the textured cardstock for this.
Love it.
I'm just going to secure the dies in place and then flip them over, and then we're going to run this through the Gemini. So like I said, I'm using the textured cardstock here, but and you could actually cut two at the same time if you wanted, you know, 2 layers. I'm just going for the 1 layer with these But definitely you can cut more than one layer, and depending on what you're using, like vellum, I think I managed to get 3 to 4 layers. 180 GSM, you get 2, you may get a third, but I would say just stick with 2, because if they get wedged, then you don't end up ripping your little petals off. So then we take them out, and look how
That's so quick,
they just fall out.
Yeah.
I mean, the quality that's in these dyes and the coating, you know, I mean, that used to be another pet peeve of mine as well, is, you know, you'd be there forever trying to free your die cut from its from the bed of the die. So I'm going to bring in the foam mat again, because I absolutely love this. I know it's for stamping, but I love to use this for my flower forming. So we'll start with the Lila China. So as you'll see, there's larger petals on one end and they're smaller on the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some shape to these. Now, you will notice there's an indentation here.
Yeah.
And what you can do is you can just bend that. But I want to soften the tip, so I'm literally just, you see the way the tip is curling up? On that, when you press it down, it curls up. And I'm not tearing the paper. And look how quick that is. And I just work my way down to the bottom, because I'm going to be creasing along that line. I'm not going to do the same on this side, because if I do and I fold it in half, you'll end up with like cups. They'll meet in the center. So what you need to do is flip it over and then just go back down this side.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And with this paper as well, this is double-sided, so it's the same colour on both. So when I quill the flower, it will all look even. You can do it with two-tone paper, but it does tend to look a bit odd.
Yeah.
But it really, really works with those vintage papers, you know, where it might be sepia one side and a darker tone on the other. Then I think it really works. So all I'm doing is going along the centre perforation and pressing it down. And then you'll see that I have my alignment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a little pinch all the way up. And I'm not going to do them all, because I want a little bit of variety when I quill it. So I'm kind of skipping every second one. I'm just coming up the back ones, the front ones. So that makes them look different as well. So then we get our quilling tool, and for this I'm going to use as well the red liner tape, and that's just for speed. I'm just going to grab my poker tool. So I'm going to use the 3mm red liner tape for this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start just about 10mm away from the top, and then I'm just going to put a strip of it down the spine
Perfect.
of it.
Great.
Right, and then just trim that away. So that just secured, make sure that it's down, and then we're just going to take it off. And since this red liner tape hasn't been near my radiator, the plastic should come off and affect the
Lovely.
last bit. Okay, so we're going to take a quilling tool, or you can use the tweezers. I'm going to use the quilling tool. And if your cardstock is thicker than, like this is 300, so if it's thicker, you can just widen the prongs of the quilling tool till it fits. So I'm going to give it the first turn to catch, but give it the first petals a little pinch as they come around. But don't scroll too tightly. Just naturally, I mean, I'm putting no pressure in this at all. Just giving them a little twirl. And then once I get past the first few, then I just continue to the end.
Yeah. Susan's asked, George, I found that solid core card colours seem to work best. My white coloured card cracks. What GSM is Sharon using today, please? And is it a Crafted Companion card?
It is, yeah. I'll tell you what I'm using, right? It's from the same family, but this is the different colour tone. I'm using the textured cardstock.
Perfect.
That's what I'm using here. And so that's 230 GSM. You know, and it's quite sturdy. And if you're doing home decor projects and stuff, that's what I would go for.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're going to post it, or if you're creating a little box, that's what I would go for.
Absolutely. Tim Chi on YouTube as you said, could you use textured card for these? And if so, what thickness is best for the flowers? Well, there's your answer for you as well. It's always the way that people, if you've got a question, someone else I bet is thinking that exact same question. Do not be shy to get involved with the show and ask those questions at any time during the show. At 230 GSM for you to be used on these wonderful, wonderful succulents.
Okay, so I've done the Lila China, and you can see, I mean, it's very little effort because the alignment's done for you, and also because you don't have a thick layer of glue between the two layers of card. It's not going to crack or warp or bend when you go to quill it.
Yeah.
So you know then when you've quilled your flower and lined it up, you're going to get an even spread of the petals the whole way around.
Love it.
So again with this one, I'm just creasing randomly some, and then again come back with the red liner tape. See, the beauty of this system is as well, once you master one flower,
Yeah.
every flower is the same. So therefore, you know, it's not like a new technique you've got to learn for every flower. And because they all have the same system, you're guaranteed consistency as well in your flowers. And that was another issue that I used to come up with when I was making my quilling flowers. I'd have a basket of flowers done, and you might have 10 that are super, you know, yeah, they're brilliant, they look great. And then you could have another 15 in the basket that is, oh, I'm going to put them at the back because they don't look the best.
Yeah.
But with this, it's consistency that you have and speed. I mean,
And,
children
yeah,
can do this.
Absolutely. And do you know what's great as well? Because it's been done on card, it's inexpensive. If
is.
it goes wrong, it's not going to be the end of the world to start this again. And the time it takes, it's not going to be a big job to start it again.
Exactly. And look at that. I mean, you know, it works itself.
Yeah.
You know, you put it over. But that's the basic concept there of using the quilling flowers or the succulents or anything. So look, I've done a few of these earlier, and the jade, and I've got a sword grass as well.
Love the
so what we're
sword
going
grass.
to do then is we're going to put this on a card.
Right.
But right, I'm going to take away the foam pad because I don't want to get ink on that, because I might get in a little bit of trouble for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the stamp set. Now these stamp sets in the pack actually come with a set of outline dies as well, but we don't need the outline dies for this because we're going to use these to create a background on our card. And very simply, all I've done is I've gotten some stamping card, made an A4 card, and I've got myself a set of round nesting dies, and I've got 3 sizes. So basically, you know, I won't show you how to cut these because it'd be like showing you how to suck eggs, I think, at this stage.
Yeah.
But basically, you get your card, and on the hinge side, you put your circle die, but have it protrude over the edge.
Right.
To ensure you have a hinge. Stick that in place, run it through your Gemini, and then you end up with a circular card,
Yeah.
like that. Now, if I was to just leave it like that, it would wobble, it would roll and turn over. So on the opposite side of the hinge, you'll need a flat side. So literally, you can just put this down on your glass mat, find the line, hold it securely, and then come over the other side, get a ruler and a craft knife, and then just cut away the tiniest amount.
Yeah.
So it's like you're mirroring the hinge. And then you'll end up with a card that's not going to rock or tip around.
Perfect.
Then we need layers. So I've just taken some craft card stock, and then I've got the mid-size die, and I've cut that out. And then we need a topper. And again, that's just the white card stock in the round. And the topper is what we're going to create our background with.
Love it.
So I'm just going to place that down on my glass mat.
Yeah.
And then we will take the stamp sheet here. And I'm going to use a rocker block for these because I have different stamps to do, and it's just a little bit quicker.
Okay.
So what we're going to do then is, so bending my acetate sheet and not the stamp, I'm going to lift off two of the stamps. We'll just use 2 for creating this background. Okay, so bending my acetate sheet and just lifting the stamp, and that way I'm not stretching the stamp, I'm
Perfect,
stretching the
yeah.
acetate. Actually, I'm going to swap these over. So put these down, and then we're going to use some of the Harmony inks. So I want to go with light tones because I don't want the background to kind of overshadow the plants themselves. So
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of forest jade here, and I think I will go with straw bale as well. So they're in the opaque pigment inks. So these ones are for your blending and embossing, but I'm just going to use them. So we're going to start with the smaller element in the yellow.
Yeah.
So just add a little bit to that, to the ink pad, to the rubber stamp.
There's so much love coming for you tonight, Sharon. For
Oh,
all the
thank
info that
you.
you're giving, they're another little tips. They're absolutely loving it, everybody at home.
Oh, thank you. I'll send them love back. Mwah. Right, so this is just random, and I'm going over the edge.
Yeah.
And you're getting a hint of a tint here. is all that you're looking for. You're not looking to overpower the design element at all.
Yeah.
And also you will be going over these again with the darker colour. So you just put them on randomly, just one more with this one, and I'll put that down the centre. So that's our background for that one. And then we're going to come in with the straw bale.
Yeah.
A little bit more ink on this one because I wanted to go over. Now you could get a cross colour of shading when you do this, but I think it just adds to it.
Is that the forest jade? Not the
Yeah, so this is the forest jade and the opaque pigment, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's one of my favourite tones, and it's like, you know, a chalky effect.
Yeah.
You know, it's very subtle. And then I think just come over here and overlap that one, and I think one more there, because we're going to be putting the succulents over this as well. So this is just really to create the background with that. And that's all you need to do. So put these to the side and I rub down the glass mat, because I always forget to do that, and then there's always carnage.
There's ink everywhere.
So just give that a rub down to lift up any residual ink. So that's our background. So we'll start a little bit of assembly now. So find the hinge and then I'll place that at the top. And then we will come in. I will use the tape pen for this. So just round and round we go. Now you could emboss this if you want, or keep it plain.
Good idea.
You know, have a little bit of fun with it. So that goes in the centre, and then we're going to come with our top. Do you know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to come back to the forest jade.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a little bit of ink on the glass mat.
Nice.
And then see if I can pick it up with this, and then just, oh, there's a bit of yellow on it, but we won't tell anyone. It's just a secret between us, George.
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Well, I won't tell anyone. Panda Crafts, Sharon is so calming and relaxing. Love to watch you demonstrate these beautiful flowers. So much love going into tonight. Perfect for a Saturday when the world's a bit naff, isn't it? A bit naff at the minute with the weather and just stuff happening. Loads of love coming in. Just stuff everywhere. Just stuff. Just stuff in general. Guys, remember this great deal. What a great savings, 70% off on this. So, I mean, there's so much. This is where it's going to take off now, isn't it?
Right, so now it's for the fun bit. So making sure I don't have it upside down, because that's a common thing that I do. I mix up my hinge side with my cut side because they both look the same. So we have our swordgrass, we have our Merry Maidens, we have the jade, and we have the Lila China. But I also have these, like,
these are nice.
Little wooden elements. Now they've dried out a little bit. I won't tell you how long they've been in my craft stash. But I have the label dies. These dies come with the plant pot poke die as well. So, and then I've just stamped on that with the stamp. I got some of my brads. Everybody has brads. I think that's an initiation when you start crafting, is you go out and you buy so many packets of brads and stuff. So I think everyone has them. So look, I'm just getting the swordgrass. I'm just using the back of my nail and I'm just roughing it up a bit because I want it to spread out a little bit and not just stay in the centre. And you see the two tones in that. Give it a little squish. I mean, you play with this. And I mean, this is gorgeous for fringes or for other projects, like little grass, have a little fairy poking out of it, or a little bunny on your Easter cards. So you don't have to just use this with the succulents. So I'm going to use this in the background because it's the tallest. So what I tend to do is I put the tallest plants in the background and then work my way to the foreground. So I'm going to put that here and just slightly tilt it to the side. Next then we have the jade, and I'm going to put that in beside it. So
is there a technique to making this look, to make it look random?
I would, like I said, use the taller plants to the back and the ones to the front, but always use different shading in the plants that you cut. And then it kind of does it itself. Yeah. You know, like there's no formula, just whatever you think looks the best. And don't be afraid if you look at something and go, right, I don't think I want to use that. Use it on another project. Right. You know? You can use two of the same plants as well, which is what I'm doing here. Now I'm popping that on top of the jade grass, but I'm going to put that underneath. So that goes down here. And then pluff them up. And then I'm going to put my little Lila China over here, and that is covering the base of the swordgrass and the jade. So it just camouflages as well. We'll stick a little heart out this side. So I think we'll just go with one on that.
Yep.
So it's not overpowered. And then we have our little tag with "I love you lots"
Love it.
on the bottom. So straighten it up a bit because I want the sentiment to be straight. Pop that there, and look how quick and simple and easy
Perfect.
that was.
What a great little card that is. That is amazing. Made possible, our Sensational Succulents collection has 46 elements, $34.99, $48.99. What a brilliant card that is. Guys, some great deals for you in this show. Very busy tonight. Some products that you can use alongside your collections. A tri-blend 24 pen collection. Yes, indeed. It's 4 families of blends. Remember, brand new to your tri-blends, guys, you're not just getting 24 pens, you're getting 24 times 3. 24, 40, yeah, 60 something pens. Within these, you're getting 24 shades of pens, 24 families of pens. You're getting the exotic blends, the colour blends, the floral blends, and the portrait blends, should I say. Remember, you're saving yourself 20%, $62.99, $94.99, and that Club Inspire Platinum price as well can be yours today. Also, great options for you in the Spectrum Noir. Bless me. Sorry, make you jump, Sharon. Sorry, my lovely. She didn't wet herself over there. I'm sorry about that. The Clear Overlay Sparkle Pen 6-piece collection. Right in your earballs.
How do you know?
You're getting 2 of the glossy highlights. At that price, you're getting 1 pack of the clear overlays absolutely free. $24.97, $30.85. You're saving yourself over 30%. What a great deal that is. Also, the 6x6 platform, stamping platform, and the stamping mat collection. Remember, £15.90, $19.90. A great deal. Loads of love for this. You're saving yourself over 20%. Remember, £12.72. Club Inspire Platinum, $15.92. Alternatively, you may want to go for the flower forming tools. You're getting the 4-piece ball tool set and the petal distress tools, saving yourself 35%. You're basically getting that flower distress tool near enough for free at £14.99, $19.95. Remember, your Club Inspire Platinum price applies to that as well. Nothing is off limits with Club Inspire. Your ultra smooth white 6x12 cardstock, 2 packs, a great deal. You're getting 50 sheets there. It's so much love for that. You're saving yourself 20%. That wonderful 12 inches by 6 inches. What a great size cardstock is. Perfect for those 6x6 fold cards. £15.98, $20.72. Remember, you can buy a platinum price as well on that as well. £12.78, $16.58. The 7-piece adhesive collection. Again, another great collection. So much within this. The Farm on a Roll. Low tack tape, 3 red liner tapes, the 3D glue, and the tacky glue as well. What a great saving. You're saving yourself over 20% on that. Again, $21.99, $39.99. It's such a great saving, that, guys. What a brilliant little saving that is for you today on your adhesives. I mean, what a great little bundle to get you topped up. I love that. Get that into your baskets. You're saving yourself 20%. What a great saving. Loads of love coming tonight for the wonderful Sharon. Sharon is saying, Panda Craft is saying that it's so beautiful. Hayley, gorgeous. Shahida, cute card. Tim Chi, wow, that is a stunning card. Jane, that is gorgeous. Mary, I could go on. Do you know what? I could go on. And Mary said, bless you, George. Thank you. Guys, we've been talking a lot about Club Inspire. I'd hate for you to miss out. Remember, triple points until midnight tonight. What a great time to get those points, get yourself boosted up the system. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Maybe a lot of you are going to be changing within the next 24 hours. Again, here's Sarah to tell you more about it.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Yes, welcome back to you, wonderful Craft House this evening here on Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid. Look where the time is going. Over 40 minutes left, less than 40, less than 45 minutes to go. That makes it, you know, sounds good. But I can't believe where the time is going. I'm having so much fun. Sharon is in the building. Sharon Callis is in the building. She's not on Zoom. She's here in the building. She flew over yesterday. A question for you, actually, from Hayley. Would love to know what Sharon's most loved craft item in her stash and what could she not craft without?
It's the Gemini.
Really?
It has to be the Gemini for the... I mean, you can't use your embossing folders without it.
Yeah.
You can't do your die cutting without it. You know, so they're the core crafts that you do, so it has to be the Gemini.
How many Geminis have you got?
I think I have them all.
Do you?
Except the Pro. Except the Pro. That's the next on my shopping list because I do a lot of soft crafts.
Yeah.
And a lot of quilting, and I have all the dies, and I definitely need the Pro.
Well, I know great places you can go to get the Gemini Pro. If you, I'm just saying, and triple points as well. just take that one before you leave. Just take that one. No one knows.
Yeah, put them in
yeah,
suitcase.
just put it in there. Before you fly back.
Trying to
Sorted.
explain the weight.
It might be the wrong plug though. That's the only problem.
No, it's the same plug.
It's the same plugs in Ireland.
I had this before. A gorgeous girl called Jane, and if you're watching, she was coming over to Ireland on holiday, and she asked me, you know, like what kind of adapter you need to buy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't understand where she was coming from. Like it's a 3-pin plug.
I genuinely believed you. Okay, I would ask
Yeah.
that exact same question.
3-pin plug.
There you are, you see. Same in the UAE as well. Same. Guys, randomly in Dubai, same plugs. Guys, the arts and flower butterflies and blooms with 50 elements every day. I mentioned I used to work in Dubai, don't know if you know. Guys, we've got a great collection for you as well with this, another 70% saving. I mean, it's just incredible. Starting off, first of all, with this, the climbing rose for you. You've seen the use today, the wonderful succulents, that same technique to create a wonderful rose, plus those wonderful elements, add that wonderful rose for you. And then you've got the wonderful Mariposa. I'm learning my butterflies. Again, what a brilliant, intricate die. What I love about this die more than anything is its liftability in the wings just there. And that's because the die does all that for you. You can have it as working all together. Alternatively, these 3 dies will create these 3 brilliant shapes for you. Again, we're all within this collection. The Thinking of You. Again, what a great little die. Little's not the right word, little but effective. Again, it's got that line for you and that bubble outside as well, allowing you to create a brilliant Thinking of You die for you as well. Then you've got this, let me show you the stamps first actually, because you've got all the stamps here in the Butterfly Love. There they are, and you're going, oh, that looks very intricate to cut out, George. We thought it. The dies are there to go alongside the stamps. A great collection, £17.99, $24.99. That incredible saving of 70%. I mean, I just can't believe it. Guys, what a great collection this is. Look at that platinum price as well. If you're £14, $39, $19.99. Ridiculous, Sharon.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a perfect Mother's Day present.
Wow.
You know?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I think that price, if you look at that price, basically one of the dies that. You're basically paying for one of the dies, everything else chuck in for free.
Yeah, because when this collection came out, I think that's what you did actually pay for one of the dies.
Yeah.
And now you're getting the 2 dies, you're getting the flower, you're getting the stamps, you're getting the sentiments, you're getting the outline dies. So it's actually a type of collection that if you bought it, you could split it in half. Because, you know, you and a friend could get a butterfly each and the Butterfly Love or Butterfly Friendship stamp set each, you know, and then you could fight over the sentiment.
Yeah. I'll have it on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Yeah,
I'll take the weekends.
rotate, you know, for your clubs. But I just want to show you some of the gorgeous samples from the design team of the styles and things you can make. Now this one is using the Mariposa die, and this card shape is actually what I'm going to demonstrate for you now in a moment, just to show you it is.
Beautiful.
But I mean, look at this die. Look at the frame.
It's one of my favourites.
One at the frame. I love butterflies. It's a staple of any craft stash that you have. But never before have I been able to buy a butterfly die that had not only its nest but a frame.
Yeah.
So this is a triple die. So you can mat and layer, you can create backgrounds with it, you can create shaker cards, and you have your butterfly decorative element in it. So that is the Mariposa there. Or how about this? Look at this.
Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous? Now
It really
that's
is.
done with Centura Pearl. How effective it is. Craft card, Centura Pearl, and it's literally just cut, a little bit of inking and mounted. So look how effective that is.
Perfect.
On that. Or how about with your stamps? So the Butterfly Love and Butterfly Friendship, I'll show you these together. So you don't have to use the dies themselves. If you have your embossing folders or your patterned papers, you can stamp out the elements and then just cut them out and mat and layer, and they're quite effective on their own as well. Or create your backgrounds yourself with those. Or how about this? This is again just done with the stamps. So it's just literally the swirl going up the card, and then you use the posy then, the rose, to add decoration. This then here, I'm just going to pop these out.
Wow.
This is what I mean by layering. I'll just get
That liftability
the little tool there, So you can just add a little bit of glue to the center of the butterfly, and the rest then can lift. And then in white, let's see if you can see it there, you can add your frame. So it's a subtle hint. It almost looks like it's embossed into the paper rather than a separate die cut. So do that. Or how about, look, this is a totally different take on it and a different tone. So this is your vintage and your sepia tones, but that is quite effective as well. So it doesn't have to be all bright and springtime colours. You know,
that kind
all
of thing,
different styles of crafting, and for your mixed media as well. You can snip out these swirls and use them in corners on your papers as well. And you can mix and match the butterflies. If you didn't want to use the butterfly, pop that out, you stamp a sentiment in the centre.
Great idea.
You've still got your butterfly frame.
Really have. That great collection. A lot of you could not believe the price on this at £17.99, $24.99. You guys are just saying, Hayley Ralph, one of my most favourite collections. Shahida Hamid, one of my best and favourite butterflies in all my collections. And Anne has just said, and suddenly there's a blizzard outside. I'm guessing it's snowing. Where are you? Because I've not looked outside the door in a couple of hours. I may have to push I'm in the van this week. Push the van home this week. I'm in my van. Push it back. Big fan. Sharon, what are you going to be demonstrating for us
So
now, my dear?
we're going to go with Mariposa. She's my favourite, so I'm calling dibs on this one. But just want to show you what you will get in the dies that I was talking about. So what you get is, you get 3 dies. So I'll lift the first one. So this is basically your base layer die. The second die is your frame, and the third die is the butterfly itself. So you could use that on its own, you know, mix and match, or just use the 2 frames. So when you use this frame, you end up with your background. But if you wanted, when you cut it, you could pop that back in the center, cut it out, and then you end up with an outline. So if you put that over a piece of acetate cut like this, then you've got your window for your shaker card. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to do a 3-tone butterfly topper with this. So we have our background, which I've already cut. Now this is the lilac glitter Centura pearl, and this doesn't shed. So anybody who doesn't like the feeling of glitter, it's quite smooth, it doesn't shed, but it's absolutely fantastic to cut. So that's our background. And then I'm going to cut out our next layers, which is our frame and it is our butterfly. So taking the Gemini here. Now, the paper that I'm using is the gold Centura pearl. So I just need a little bit for this butterfly. So I'm just going to trim this down again, and again, keep all your scraps because they're perfect for your sentiments and for your backgrounds. Whoop, throwing the butterfly, it flew away. That'll be my excuse. So pop this down and just secure it in place. Because the Centura is quite slippy, I don't want it to move off the edge. So securing it there. So that will go on our pad. Then what I'm going to do is now, the Sarah Signature pad, the Masquerade collection, people see me use this quite a lot, and I love it because you'd see all the foiled and the decorative elements in this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that to make the frame for my butterfly. So I'm going to secure, and I want the gold to be in the swirls at the bottom. And because this is all kind of cut away, you know, I can afford to not, you don't have to put it straight. So pop that up the top, secure it in place, and then I'm going to secure it on the bottom as well, just to be sure, just so that, to be sure. See, we do say that from time to time, you know. So just clear off my plate, make sure there's
So
no
happy
debris
you just said that. It's
on
like,
that. Yeah, and then pop it through the Gemini. Yeah, I get asked to say the usual. Somebody's going to write in and say, can you get her to say 33 in the third? So I'll just get that in there now.
It's like dreams coming true tonight. I'm loving
Get
it.
it out of the way. Okay, right. So look at this, how easy it pops out. Now this butterfly is actually waste, but I'm going to keep that because that can be used in the background, or you can use it on its own separately. So keep that, and then we're going to lift out the frame. So turn that over, and then where the tape is, just take that off. Be a bit gentle now because you'll see that it's already slid out.
You've got to treat it like a butterfly.
Treat it like a butterfly, and you see how delicate that is.
Yes, very.
Look at that. So that is our frame. So pop that down there. And then out of the gold Centura, we have our butterfly for the center. So pop that out, and then we take this out. Now, if I wasn't using the Centura pearl, I could actually, if I used plain card, before I take this out of the die, I would put it down, I would get an ink pad and a dauber, and I would just daub into it. And when you take out the butterfly, the parts that are embossed would have colour left on them. But because I'm using the Centura pearl, I'm not going to do that today. So then gently take it out, and then clean out any of the little bits that are left, or you could just flick it like that.
Lovely.
Whoop, and send it flying. So that's our butterfly there. So we have our frame, we have our butterfly, and then we have our background, and we just need to put all these together.
Great
so
stuff.
now if you had the, you know, like the double-sided adhesive sheets, I would have put this paper on that first and then die cut it. But Sharon wasn't thinking today. So I'm just going to use the liquid glue in the background, or do you know what, I'm going to hop onto the dotty tape pen, just for speed. So just a little bit around the detail, being careful not to rip anything. And because it's a dotty tape pen, the glue will only stick to the paper,
Right.
And there won't be any gum in between any gaps, which is
Yeah.
what can happen with a tape pen. So if you're going to invest in tape pens, definitely get the dotty tape pen.
Yeah, great addition.
Okay.
Are they still sold out at the minute, Johnny?
Are they sold out?
I know, dotty tape pen's still sold out at the minute. Oh, I know.
Could I auction this off then?
Honestly, you'd make a lot of money right now in the black market.
Highest bidder.
Yeah.
I'll have to get a stall for them. Right, so to line it up, what I always do is I start at the bottom, secure the bottom bit, and then I just kind of wiggle it as I go along. Helps, Sharon, if you press down the bottom bit, as you do. So just move it along, and you know, because this is the Centura Pearl glitter coated, you can actually lift it for the first couple of minutes to just play around with it, you know. But I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to secure it in place. And the contrast of the blue with the purple, I think, is gorgeous. Beautiful. And then for the centre, we have our butterfly. Now, I could get this waist here and pop that back in and sit the butterfly on it, but I want the purple behind the butterfly. So I'm just going to lift the wings, but I'm also going to give this a little pinch here. Yeah. And the section that's at the back, that's what I'm going to secure with a foam pad.
Right.
So I'll use the small ones. I might actually use 2 to be safe. So just pop them down the centre spine and take off the backing paper. And then we're going to come along and we're going to line it up at the centre. Now, if you wanted, you could tilt it to the side. You don't have to put it straight on. Or if you wanted to do a sentiment instead of the butterfly. So pop that in the centre. Give all of the wings a lift, but then bring these up a bit more. And that's how you make your topper, your butterfly brilliant. Topper. I mean, it's that easy. Next, we need a sentiment. So what I've done is I've got the Sending Love sentiment, which you get a base die and you get the word die. And literally, with a scrap of the gold, I cut out the background in the gold, and then in the purple, I've cut out the Sending Love sentiment there for that. So that's our 2 toppers. Now for the card base itself. So what I've done is I actually got an A3 sheet of the Crafter's Companion cardstock, and I folded it in half and I trimmed it down till it was an 8x8 card base. When I had the 8x8 card base, then I went across 4 inches and just trimmed away the excess. So that's what left me then with my card base. So we're going to start from the centre out, and then here we go again with the Centura Pearl, the glitter cardstock.
Yep. Susan on the social saying, wonderful collection, the butterflies may just flutter into my cart soon. And For Her Design saying, how pretty. Just so, that is it, they are so pretty and so elegant. The dies are really intricate. A lot of you saying how these are your favourite butterflies that you have. Like you said before, Sharon, butterflies are a crafting staple.
Yeah, they're an essential kit.
Yeah.
And I've had butterflies before, but this is the first, and because I'm a crafter and because I'm doing this, I think, George, over 20 years now.
Yeah.
I have, I've at times bought products and I said, oh, I love this. But then when I got home to craft with it, it's like, oh, if only that had a frame, or if only that had a background. And that's where my idea came out of, it's to give the extra value and the extra element to that, so that you can complete your project, because it is frustrating, or you end up online looking for cut files that just won't fit with the size of butterfly that you have. So it's just to give that extra value to the collection. So for that price there, you're getting 3 dies that you can use together or separate. And it's something as well that you can mix and match, even with a lot of Sarah's signature collections, with the butterfly pads that they have, so you just play around with it and have a little bit of fun with that. Right, so this is, all I've done is I've used the Centura Pearl glitter cardstock, and then I've cut down a sheet from the Masquerade ball pad on that. Now you could add a little piece of white card here, for when you write your sentiment. But then I'm going to get my topper, and I'm actually going to use foam pads for this.
Okay.
So I want it to float or flutter, in the centre. So I'm going to fix it to just one side of the card,
Right.
not two. If I fix it to two, then I won't be able to open it.
Perfect.
So find the center point of your card, which is here, and this is the side then where I'm going to fix the foam pads. Now I could just straight glue it down, but I want the dimension that comes with the lift that it will give, and then just tear off the backgrounds. I'm not doing too bad with the backgrounds on these foam pads today. Normally it's a battle and half an hour at me taking them off, but see what we're doing today. Now,
Very
you see?
speedy.
Speedy today. I wonder what's gotten into me. Must be all the sugar I've eaten today.
That's what it is.
Or the bumpy flight yesterday, kind of gave me an adrenaline rush. And then, look, I'm just putting the topper on the bottom. But look how full that card looks.
Yeah.
And I haven't even added any flowers to it. It's just the butterfly and the sentiment in that one.
I have, do you know what, Diane, as you said, I have this complete die and stamp set. It really is nice, of course. I love butterflies. Again, it's a great collection. What a brilliant price. We're about 70% off savings, £17.99, $24.99. Some more brilliant collections for you today. Guys, there's so much for Sharon Callis. I'm begging you now, please don't miss out on these great deals and savings. Head to the website, see these as well. From the Heart collection, again, a great set of stamps. The beautiful starting off here. But again, you're not just getting the word sentiment, you're getting all the little things that go with it. That beautiful, wow, what a brilliant statement. But there are so many beautiful reasons to be happy, and you'll see here with all the different flowers as well that all tie alongside it. So many great collections within this. You've also got friendship. Again, you've got the friendship there with the birds and the feathers that work alongside it. A beautiful, wonderful collection. Happiness, again, the butterflies, the flowers, and that wonderful statement. Happiness is found in the simplest of things. From the Heart, again, that wonderful treble clef there in the music and the music notes that go around it. You make my heart sing. What a brilliant, great statement that is. Laughter. There's so much that can be done with this. Smile. Laughter is a day waste. A day without laughter, should I say. It's a day. Laughter is a day wasted. Well, my life would be quite wasted indeed if that was a day without laughter is a day wasted. Oh, they've let me loose tonight. And as well, the wonderful, great collection with the cupcakes, the balloons. So much within it and a brilliant price. That again, another 70% saving. £17.99, $24.99. And let me remind you of these wonderful deals with the succulents. Again, that wonderful collection, another 70% off, £34.99, $48.99. And that incredible Club Inspire Platinum price, $27.99, $39.19. You're getting everything, dies, the flowers, embossing folders, stencils, so much within here, and a great price to pay. So, From the Heart, what a great collection. What are you going to be doing next for Sharon as she finally gets a wonderful little bit? There it is. There's a few more little bits. So much preparation goes into these demonstrations you would not believe. Again, look at that price you're paying for it in platinum. £11.19, $13.19. 99. What a great collection and what a great saving. I mean, you can make some really amazing cards with these. The Happiness one, which you're about to see shortly, is just incredible and you're absolutely going to love it. I think it's so simple and yet so elegant. Like we said, happiness is found in the simplest of things. Look at that with those butterflies and daisies around it. Again, what a brilliant little collection these are going to make for you. I'm absolutely going to love these. And again, a great price that you're saving at 70% off. What a great little statement. It's found in the simplest of things. That stamp is going to do all the hard work for you and create that wonderful card that you're going to love and adore. Sharon, these really are a brilliant little stamp, aren't they?
The concept behind these was like, I love a sentiment stamp,
Yes.
but sometimes you want to make a big card and you want to make it quick. So a small sentiment would require that you would have a lot of decorative elements and other colouring as well. And sometimes the sentiment can get lost in a card. So to say how you really feel, you want that sentiment to stand out, you want something that conveys the message of how you're feeling to give to somebody, and that's where these stamps came out. Now they're quite substantial, you know, so when I was designing them I said, well, think of a postcard size. And when we were all, you know, like away from our loved ones and families and you wanted to send maybe a postcard to someone, you could create it. And that's what people did. They created little postcards just on their playing cardstock and send them out, you know, and it gave people a smile. So we're going to start with, I'll just show you some of the sentiments. Like, look at this one. You know, happiness is found in the simplest of things.
Yeah.
So each of the stamp sets not only has the sentiment, but it gives you little decorative
Yeah.
little elements as well. So you have your little butterfly here, stamp, and then down here, then another butterfly, and up here we have like the flowers. So you can fussy cut those and create your backgrounds as well. Those stamps were used to create the background paper on this. And when you look at it, you would think, you know, that was a bought paper pad, but they're actually used to create it. So that is the happiness one. And look at this one. I love this. Wishing you a wonderful day. And this one comes with a cupcake. But the beauty of this cupcake is there's stamps on it as well, where you could add sprinkles, or you can add a candle, or you can add a cherry.
Nice.
So there's loads of fun to be had with that. Next up then we have is You Make My Heart Sing. And this layered up into the center of a layered nesting die. That's one of the lace nesting dies, but it's You Make My Heart Sing. And then the decorative element there of the treble cleft. That's another stamp, and it's quite substantial corner
Big,
stamp.
lovely stamp, that.
Yeah, so that creates your background. Next we have A Day Without Laughter is a Day Wasted, which are little bubbles. And again, the decorative elements created the background papers with this. So it's like one stamp set, but you can create your focal point, you can create your backgrounds, you can create your decorative elements.
Love
and look
that.
at this. So the ombre stamping on this, you know, just 3 tones across a single stamp.
Yeah.
You know how effective that
incredible.
is. And there's no other colour in the back of that.
Yeah.
So you just play with that, and then you've got your feathers and your bird on the branch, and then this one. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy.
I love that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So you have your stamp in the centre, but then taking it that bit further, so it takes it from a small stamp out and out and out, you know. So you could keep going, you can make that bigger as well. So that's what you could do with these stamps.
A great collection and a brilliant price. So much saying that's stunning, yet so effective. We've still got so much coming, including demo of the show and demo of the day. We've got time for one more demo though, haven't we? I'm sure of it. Go on, Sharon, what are you going to do for us
we'll
next?
get one in. So we'll create a very quick coloured background, and then we'll stamp over it with the happiness is found in the simplest of things stamps. So all I've done is now I've pre-prepared my card base.
Yeah.
And then I thought about where I want the topper to go on this. So I wanted to go up to the side, so I pre-cut the backing paper for that. And then from that, I pre-cut the card that I'm going to stamp on.
Perfect.
So I've done it kind of in reverse.
Yeah.
That's the way I've done this. So I take that then, and then I get my stamp. And of course, you have to make sure that your stamp will fit.
Yeah.
Before you do all that, and that's where that fits, so it's perfect in the background. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to create a bit of a colour wash background, and I'm going to revert to the opaque pigment inks again in these tones because I love them. So we've got pine tree, we've got straw bale, and I think we'll come in with a little bit of pale fig as well. And then we just come in with the blenders for this, so the green and our yellow. So I'm not going to saturate the card with it. I just want like a hint of colour that comes in from the side. So we'll start then with the lightest one, which is the yellow, the pale fig. Now I should actually put that on the glass mat and then pick it up with this. So I'm just bringing in a bit of the yellow from one side.
Yep.
Okay, not too much. Notice I didn't pick up any more ink, and I'm moving on because I want it to fade out.
Yeah.
And then I just stop with that colour. And next thing I'm going to come in with then on this side is a bit of the pale fig.
Yeah.
So put a bit on the stamping mat, the glass mat, pick that up, and then I'm going to come in this side.
Nice.
And then cross over all the way to the edge to just blend them in. So it's just a light tone that I wanted. And back to the edge. And I'm leaving the centre more or less blank. And then we go one more colour, and then I'm going to come in with the pine tree.
Yep.
So a bit more on my stamping mat. And then come in with the pine tree, and then we're going to come down this corner. And then I bring that in.
Love it.
Take up a bit more on that now.
Mary Reno said these cards and stamp collection are so stunning. They really are. Guys, what a great price this is as well. Just over 15 minutes left on this show. Guys, I'd hate for you to miss out on anything today. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.eu, see the full range from that Club Inspire price as well, £11.19, $13.99. Remember as well, triple points on Club Inspire until midnight tonight. So you've only got about 3.5 hours left back here in the UK to get those triple points tonight. Make sure you're not missing out on those. Right,
so I've just wiped down my mat. I'm getting good. I'm remembering to wipe it
very
down.
Very good. Very impressed.
You know, I've finally been trained. I was trained. Okay, so I just had, like I said, I just added colour around the outside, but I wanted the centre to be pale. So I'm just going to line it up on this stamping platform. I'm just going to catch the corners of it with this. You could do this with the smaller stamping platform as well, but I'm going with the big one, going big or going home. So I'm just going to line that up into the centre of that, and then I'm going to pick it up. And then I'm going to use my favourite pad, which is the, where is it there? The Quick Dry, the black Harmony ink. And then, I mean, I've barely touched that off, and look at the ink that you will get, you know? Because I find I'm heavy-handed generally with stamping, and when I use another pad that's a bit firmer, I press down hard, and then I end up filling in all the little details with ink.
Yeah.
You know, whereas I find with this, I can just barely touch off it, and it gives me all the ink that I'm going to need on it. Then we flip this over, and then set in place, and then we press it down, starting in the centre, and then working my way out to the edge off the top, making sure that I'm getting all the elements. Gently lift it, give it a check. Ta-da! Yes.
Look at that.
Look at that. I worked. I'm getting good at this. I could do it for a career, couldn't I?
think you could as well. Do it professionally. Pat sends paper hug. She went, I love all the things Sharon Callis, and I've been jonesing for that beautiful butterfly set forever. Today is the day. Look at that. I mean, you can see why Sharon has this massive following, because look at these brilliant designs that you're seeing here. Happiness is found in the simplest of things, crafting.
Yeah. So that was like just a little bit of ink, and look at how effective that is. And when you leave the centre of it, you know, white and bright, it just pushes it out, you know, it gives it a focal point. So take the card base, and then we put the topper on. And this is from the Beautiful pad again.
You have to say it like Jim Carrey. In,
Beautiful.
That's the one.
Isn't it? Right, so that's, what have we got? Stone foam pads. Right, so we put it on with foam pads. But if I can get them off the backing. Yeah, there we go. So just use 4. Yeah.
Perfect.
As soon as I say about it, I'm doing great with the backing.
The suspense was killing me there.
Yeah, that's where you know you tend to jinx yourself, isn't it? Right. So I pop this up in the corner.
I feel like if I said, I never win the lottery, and then bang, £1 million tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Wish. Can you imagine?
And then what I've done is I've stamped out a couple of the little flowers.
Yeah.
Just fussy cut around them. A couple of foam pads. Pop that in, and look at that. Look at that. I mean, that is literally, I mean, how quick was that?
Perfect. What a great collection. What a great card. So simple. Loads of love for it. JRECM. Yesterday, I received my Crafters Companion stamps, so I'll be much more of a type, continuant of the type of ink and markers I'll be using. Guys, we've got to do demo of the show. I mean, I don't know where you're going to choose these. Where are you going to start with these brilliant demos that Sharon has made today? Some amazing demos in the last 2 hours or so. Don't forget to tell you what's coming up tomorrow while Sharon gets all her wonderful demos that she's got ready. Colour Me Happy. Lily's back tomorrow. Yay! I'm going to be back with you all day tomorrow. Why? Because you're lucky. That's why. I'm joking. They just don't like leaving me outside. Lily's going to back. Colour Me Happy first thing tomorrow, 12 p.m. here in the UK, then 7 a.m. on the East Coast. Then double-sided guys masterclass with myself and Lily, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, and then wrapping off the day, Second Chance Sunday. Craig is going to be here with a spring in his step, 7 p.m. in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Right then, Sharon, let's see your wonderful demos that you've made today.
First one was the heartfelt greetings dome card. So that's the thank you card.
Yeah, number 1.
The second one was Jasmine
Yeah, that's number
from
2.
the Flower Fairies.
Yeah.
Third one then was the succulents round
Love that
card.
one. Number 3.
Number 4 then was our beautiful Mariposa.
Number 4.
And then lastly then was our happiness stamp.
Number 5. 5 great cards to choose from there. Grace is on the socials. She'll be choosing. We'll find out, counting your votes. Number 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. Will that be, which one will be your winner, and then demo of the day after? Let's remind you that brilliant deal that we started the show with, that wonderful collection right here with those wonderful tri-colours in this, because I mean, what a great, brilliant colour. Sort of tricolours, your classic pen, should I say. Your double tipped, your bullet and chisels in there. What a great collection that is. What a brilliant deal. Starting off, remember, you're saving yourself over 30%. You're getting the Thinking of You stamp and die. You're getting the Jasmine stamp and die. The succulents in there, the sensational succulents. You're also getting the stamps, the beautiful one, and you're also getting that wonderful Butterflies and Blooms stamp and die friendship collection. Remember the classic pen, should I say, keep saying tri-blends, classics, absolutely free, floral here, this is nature and the floral. Remember the classics got that dual tip, they've got one side got that chisel, perfect for those big colouring areas, and they've also got a bullet tip as well. You're getting those absolutely free, £78.95, $93.75. Guys, don't forget Club Inspire, $63, $16, $75. We've also got our amazing Got a Good deal. Yes, they're back in stock. They sold out when they launched, and I'm not surprised. A great addition and a staple of your crafting. Every crafting expert, every crafter will tell you how much they need their mat and layer collection. The 21 elements, remember, 6x6 and the 5x7. You're going to use these time and time again. A 10% saving, £23.38, $26.91. Don't forget, your Club Inspire also included on these, £18.70, $21.53. That great set of mat and layers. If you talk to our Craig, he's got 3 sets of these. They were his brilliant ideas, and they absolutely love them. £23.38, $26.91. You've only got until midnight tomorrow to get that demo of the show. Number 4, Sharon. Which one was number 4? It was the butterfly, wasn't it, on the masquerade?
The masquerade, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so will that be demo of the day? Let me remind you of the demo of the days that we had for you today. Debbie Robinson made this morning in Play Your Crafts Right. Again, Sharon Callis' wonderful stamp and die collection is that. So that won the show in this morning, Play Your Crafts Right. That was number 1. Then Debbie Robinson made this for you, number 2. Again, it's the gatefold cards, and that was Masterclass. Again, that was number 2 with that wonderful gatefold, and number 3 was Sharon's card that she just made, number 3. Which is going to win? 1, 2, or 3? I've got an idea. Guys, let's remind you of those wonderful succulents. They are a brilliant collection we're getting for you. You love the succulents, and I'm not surprised because there's so much within this deal for you. I mean, what a great little collection these are. In fact, I can show you the boards, but again, you've got the little china in here. Again, it's such a great idea. And like Sharon said, they've made it simpler for you with the dies. You're not having to piece them up. You're not just getting one side, not anymore. You're getting both sides with that wonderful serrated edge in the middle, which means you can fold it straight in half and create your wonderful succulents. You are going to be making succulents in no time at all. Little China is the first one within this collection. You've also got the Baby Aloe. I always want to do it with the French accent. Baby Aloe. That is there for you as well. You're going to do it with a pipe. Of course you're going to do a pipe, Johnny. The Neon Breaker as well. Again, another great collection, which you're absolutely going to love in this one. You've also got Jade. Good friend of mine, but I love this Jade. Again, do you mind me of dinosaur tails? I say it every time. But you make a little dinosaur. You can put dinosaur. I'm just saying. Mary May. Sharon's like, right, okay. I designed these, Judge. Yep, you make your own designs. The dinosaur collection. I'm just saying.
Because technically, right now, and I have used these dies before with rice paper or fondant. You know the sheets of fondant dice and that you used to be able to buy for like the electronic cutting machines and stuff. But purely for decoration, because these are not certified food safe dies. But for decoration, you know, you could see. That's pretty fair to me. You've got Merry Maiden as well here in this collection for you as well, and Swordgrass.
Ooh. I love the sawgrass in that. In this great bundle as well, you're getting so much more. You remember, you're getting those dies, you're getting those embossing folders. There's so much within it, and that's 70% saving. I mean, Sharon, what else can you make with this?
Well, it's not just for card making and
not
home
anymore.
decor, you know, it's for scrapbooking, it's for gifting, as I said earlier, for, you know, exterior. Use your crafting aluminiums, you know, cut them out of sheets of cork, whatever, you know, use them outside, spray them with, you know, those weather preservative sprays. But for example, like with in this kit for card making, I mean, look at what you can do. You know, you've got your plant pot, you've got your little plants, you know, add them to a decorative background, but you have your tags. I mean, this one here has 3 tags on it, you know, so you don't have to use one. I mean, use them in a variety. Or how about, you know, using the plant pot in a different way? I mean, look at this. So this is the plant pot itself. Look, a little bit of hessian and a little bit of ribbon. You layer your plants. Get your stamps and create your decorative backgrounds for that, or your decorative elements on that. So that's using all the facets of the collection to make one highly impactful card. Or we have the embossing folders.
Yeah.
Look at this. Use this, you know, with your gilding waxes, with your metallic Spectrum Noir pens. You know, create a background, build it up, layer it up, add your flowers to the front of it. Or indeed, you know, like here's another plant pot, but I mean, I'm thinking if that was a little box.
Yeah.
You know, if that was a box lid, I mean, how fun is that? And don't forget as well, these are cut from card and paper, but you can use felt, you can use the flower foam, you can use vellums with them, you can use rice papers, you know. Cut them all in white, you know, for if you're having a seasonal wedding, you know, what about cutting everything out in white, you know, and silvers and golds as well. Gorgeous. And so that actually, you know, I think that if you were to add a few little berries in that, or you could turn it into a poinsettia nearly, if you did that in red.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, you know, adapt with them, you know. Create backgrounds again with the stamps in your embossing folders. And here again, quite simple card. It's using the embossing folder, then it's using the stamped elements that are cut out with the outline dies, and then just 2 flowers and a ribbon. And then I'll finish up with this one here. There's 2 embossing folders used here. So we're using our garden embossing folder, but we're also using on the plant pot, here we're using the GeoWire trellis. And again, 2 tags, but that's absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely, what another great collection. Let me remind you this wonderful butterfly collection as well. For again, let me remind you some great deals for you guys. You've got you here with a wonderful climbing rose, again within this collection for you. Another great collection for you as well. You've also got as well the Mariposa as well within this butterfly, which has been so loved that you absolutely adore it. It's another great collection. You've also as well got in here the Thinking of You. If you're in Australia, there it is for you guys in this side of the equator. And you've also got the butterfly love with the wonderful dies, which marry up with the wonderful stamps. £17.99, $24.99. We've got a demo of the day. Sharon, you've only got a blinking one in, my lovely. Yes, demo of the day was the wonderful Sharon. That is brilliant, isn't it just? Will that be demo of the week? Are we back tomorrow?
Everybody, please vote that for demo of the week.
Number 6. After on the
Demo of the
board,
week,
on
yes,
the board.
yeah,
Here
demo
forever
of
and
the
ever. Guys, another great collection for you. Sharon, everyone has absolutely loved it today. I've loved having you here. That card is amazing, says Crafty Stacey. Mayorino, thank you so much, Sharon, George, and all the CTV team for a fabulous show. I really love Sharon's product and artistry. Sharon, you've got some great stuff coming up for you. Do you know when you're going to be back with us next?
Yes, right. I'm back in March, and I might get in a little bit of trouble, but I have a new collection coming out. Really excited. So am I allowed to say what the collection's called?
Yes, why not? No, it's
called
Saturday night, no one's here.
It's called Garden Flowers. So it's to get you in the mood for spring, for summer. These are going to be perfect if you're starting your crafting for weddings as well. So
perfect. Sharon,
yeah,
have a safe journey back to Ireland.
Thank you.
Are you flying back tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow morning.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, fly safe. We'd love
Thank
to
you, George,
finally
and
meet
thanks
you in the
for-
flesh instead of being via Zoom. It's been great, isn't it? Guys, what another brilliant day. Thank you to you guys who have been with us all day and watched every show. Let me remind you what's coming up tomorrow. Again, another great collection for you. It's going to be Colour Me Happy with me and Lily, 12 p.m. here in the UK for you, 7 a.m. East Coast time. 4 a.m. Pacific time. Hope you guys can join us for that one. And then don't forget, it's your masterclass all about your double-sided dies. Again, Lily's joining us again for that 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time, 7 a.m. should I say, Pacific time. Don't forget as well, we've also got Second Chance Sunday, again, 7 p.m., 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Craig's going to join me for that. We'll be finding out who your demo of the week is. We've got so many great deals. Remember, check out your baskets, and until midnight tonight, you've got that chance to get yourself triple points. It's random acts of kindness. Don't forget, we've got a brand new one for you tomorrow as well. Loads of love coming in for Sharon and the team. Sherry, thanks for all you've done for us today, and thanks for an inspirational class, Sharon. Absolutely fabulous from Mary Pat. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks to Johnny and Charlotte and Jake and the whole team. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye for now.